full side of the story.
Full side of the story is, we catch STDs in our industry. Whoever gave it to me never came up and said, "Hey, I caught something. I needed to, I need to let you know." Even with our protocols with gonorrhea and chlamydia, you take a 7-day to 10-day.
But it's hard to see if you're working all the time, like who works with who and who got it from who to really track that. But I get that.
We can do it. I mean, somebody know they had it. Somebody know they gave it. So, I tried my best to, once I was treated, I took the time off and I didn't work. And then when I tried to go back to work, the tests, you get, the funny thing is when you test for syphilis, you have non-reactive and reactive, and they're testing for your antibodies. So what I was up against was the test that they gave me was coming up as positive, but it was a false positive because that was nothing but the antibodies. But if they know that ahead of time, which they knew, they administer a different test. And remember back in the days, they used to give you this for chlamydia and gonorrhea. Once you were treated, they'd have, "Hey, he had it, but he's been treated." Mm-hmm. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And so that's where, I took matters in my own hand, and that's where it got all fucked up.
Yeah.
And I get it. I understand where the backlash came, and, I expected somebody to come up and kind of bat for me, but it never happened.
Yeah.
And so going forward, it was like, what can I do? I reached out to everybody I worked with. I even took myself out of the working environment because there was people made these threats against performers, like, if you work with him, we're going to blackball you. And
so are you blackballed from the industry?
Nah,
Yeah.
because girls, it's a whole different industry now. And
Yeah.
it's just like you can perform and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
OnlyFans has opened that up. Content
So
trade.
you just not work for companies, like big companies?
I just haven't shot.
Okay.
There was.
Is that something that you would be willing to want to do again, or you feel more comfortable just keeping it the way that?
Nah, when I started in the business, I went immediately into directing. I was, I'm a writer. I like to write. I'm a reader. I'm a reader first, and then I love to write. So I read everything, and I'm absorbed with that. And then I write all these thoughts because I've been around a long time. Mm-hmm. I hear all these opinions and ideas, and I have my own.
Yeah.
But I'm much better when I'm just writing it out.
Yeah.
And so for me,